How's it going? Told you I was going to come back with some spookier looks. Are you excited? Because I am. This is my favorite time of year, and I love doing this. I never used to, and now I'm obsessed. So this is the first spooky look, Halloween look that I created. This one's like a middle. It's not really a beginner. It's not really a hard one. It somewhere lies in the middle. I would say the hardest part is the mouth and the eyes. The rest of this, I mean, you can be sloppy. It's just like, hollowing out your cheeks and forehead and stuff. But the eyes and the mouth, they're a little tricky. But besides that, I feel like anybody who has pretty average makeup skills can definitely pull this off. And if you're a beginner, it just might take you a little bit longer. So this is the skull look that I came up with. It's a little bit, I didn't want it to be so, I didn't completely do my face in white paint because I wanted it to be something that somebody would be able to also put their hair down and glitz up or something like that. I don't know. I thought it'd be more fun to make it a little less skullish and a little bit more I don't know, whatever. This is what I came up with. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, just keep watching.
All right, guys, we're going to jump right in right away, and we're going to go and put foundation on. This is obviously not my color, but I wanted to have paler skin because it's a skeleton type ghosty thing, whatever it is. So I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and it is about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shades too light for me. So it worked out perfect, and then I'll be using a white face paint for concealer sooner, so then that also helps whiten it up a little bit. So now we're just going to blend it out, and then we will move on to the next thing.
That's our job, but we're not mean in our town of Halloween. In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
Alright guys, this is the face paint I was talking about. It's just a Wet n Wild face paint that they brought out during the Halloween season. And I got a white one. I need to get a black one, but I keep forgetting. And then 2 6-packs that have different colors in it. And they're really actually much nicer than I thought they were going to be. I didn't need a lot of product to get a lot of payoff. And I didn't, it wasn't super greasy or anything. It just blended out really nice. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping the rest of them are really pigmented and stuff as well. We will see because I have more looks coming. So I'm just kind of using this in the places I would normally conceal and highlight. Well, not all over my forehead, but I wanted to be a little bit paler. So now I'm going to set that all with the NYX HD finishing powder. This stuff leaves a little bit of a white cast, so I don't generally use it on my actual normal days very often, but I figured for this it would be perfect since I need to be a little bit pale anyways. So I am just setting everything into place because we are using lots of creams and powder or creams and liquid products. So I want to set everything in place so that it blends out well. Now we are going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and we're going to work on our eyes. So I'm taking a transition color first in my crease, and this is just going to be to help blend out the black smoky eye because you guys, black smoky eyes are so incredibly hard to blend out. Holy crap. They go way higher than they need to. You'll see my struggles, I'll tell you. But so hope I put in a crease color to help that, and I think it did. It just, it's a black smoky eye. So now we are going to take the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar, and I'm going to take that grayish shade. It's like a grayish brown shade. And I'm going to put that, and I'm really going to define where my crease is. This is going to kind of hollow out the eye, although I'm not sure why I did it because eventually I go with it black anyways. I don't know. In my head it made sense, but now that I'm doing it, yeah, no. Alright, now this is the black shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I really do like this shade normally, but I don't feel it blended out very well for the smoky eye. So I would advise finding a better black shadow because it didn't work so well at blending out blending out a big section. I just feel like it didn't work quite as well as I wanted. So you'll see I have some struggles with it blending up too far and it not blending out enough in some spots. And then I use it on my face later and it's just, yeah, I just didn't end up liking the way it looked, but it did the job, so it's fine. So we are blending out that black color now, and then we are gonna go back in with black. Oh, we're doing our under eye. Okay, sorry. So we blended everything out on top with clean blending brushes and all that, and now we're taking that black shade and putting it underneath. And you can be a little sloppy with this because he's a ghosty, ghoulish skeleton thing, so obviously we don't have to be super neat. So I was kind of messy, and now I am blending it out with, I don't think I showed it, but I took the same color that we put in our crease, and that's how I'm blending out the black because we wanted it to be really smoky because I wanted it to give the whole, like a hollow eye effect. So I really blended it out to give it some shadow. So that is what we are doing now, and then we are going to move on to black eyeliner. Obviously I looked a little weird to have, you'll see in a second. You can see where that's all white right there from where my eyelid ends, whatever that's called. I put black eyeliner there to make it all look black and cohesive. So that was just something that I decided to do. You wouldn't have to do that if you were to recreate this look. And then I just blended it out and smudged it out. Now we're going back in with the black again. Oh, I'm doing my brows. And they're done. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, so now I forgot to show you guys what products I went in with, but I went in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I went in with the the lighter contour shade, and then I took a little bit of the Black Jaclyn Hill shade, and this is why definitely don't advise using it for if you're blending something out because it would not blend out on this side or the other, truthfully. My contour did not work it all the way I wanted it to, and I spent a ton of time blending this out because it just didn't work how I had planned in my head, which was kind of a bummer. But I do want to point out that if you do this, you see how I'm bringing it down right there? That's going to kind of bring out like the sunken inness of, it's going to make it look more sunken in because I'm following the actual bones of my face. So that's why I went from my contour and then I swooped down. It's just going to kind of help it look a little bit more sunken down, and it ends up getting lost because I have to blend it out so much because the shadows didn't work. But if I wouldn't have had to blend it out so much, it would have looked really cool. But yeah, that just kind of helps give it a sunken in, effect. And now I'm just going to sit here for the next 5 minutes and blend. Oh, great times. There's Kurt biting his fingernails. I would laugh so hard if he started picking his nose. I don't think he does, but how funny would that be? Sorry, he's in the background. He was hanging out watching TV with me because I asked him to hang out with me while I filmed. So he's just, he moved over and now he's in the frame. Not for long though. I think he's gone in a little bit. Now we are using those same colors and we're contouring our forehead. Oh, there he is again. Look at that. What a goon. Anyway, so we're just contouring our forehead to kind of make it look a little bit more like sunken in, a little bit like, it's not really there type of thing. And now I am taking that white face paint and I'm going over my lips because I want them to be the same color as my face. And then I am setting them with the same powder I set my face. And now I'm going to move on to the mouth. Nope, the nose, sorry. I took the same black gel liner for the nose, and you really just find pictures of how to do a skull nose on Instagram, Pinterest, wherever, and you just follow that. There's no rhyme or reason to it. This is just, I found a picture that I had. So that is what I'm doing.
Things everywhere.
And this is me saying, wow, this is a lot of work. All right, now I'm doing this shading right by the eyebrows. It's kind of to make it look like, you know how on a skull, their eye sockets are obviously very sunk in and you can see the bone structure more. It's just kind of to make it look a little bit more skull-like. So that's all you're doing. You're just kind of shading areas to make it a little less face-like and skull-like. Does that make sense? I mean, it makes sense in my head. Oh, gosh. All right, so we just got done setting the face, and now we're going to move on to the mouth, which, you guys, I'm not going to lie, is my least favorite part. It's really hard to do a skull mouth. Very hard, especially when you're very, like, I'm not decisive, and I couldn't decide how I wanted to do it, and I like the way it ended up turning out, but it's not nearly what I wanted, which kind of blows. So for this, I just used black eyeshadow because I figured it was easier to wipe away than if I would have done black eyeliner. So I kind of just, and I didn't want it to be so dark and harsh. I wanted it to be more faint and like muted. So I just draw on the lines and do everything like that and like, you know, kind of draw where you would see teeth type of thing. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean. And now I'm taking an eyeshadow brush, guys, and I'm just blending out those lines. I don't want them to be harsh straight lines. I want it to look like, you know, it's part of my skull, obviously, and we don't have harsh lines, right? I don't know. It all made sense in my head when I was doing it. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm blending out all the lines to make them look a little less harsh and more like shadowy and real. Yeah. I'm going to also tell you the lips is really hard because especially if you're like me and you have bigger lips. Yeah, it's not easy because you have to like manipulate your face and yeah. It works though in the end. I think it turned out pretty cool. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys watch and see what I do and then I'll pop back on at the end. All right, now I'm just taking any black lipstick would work. I just took my Wet n Wild black lipstick, liquid lipstick, and I'm just putting that in the backside of my lips, kind of to look a little bit more spooky and hollow back there, you know. And then we are taking this highlight shade from the BH Cosmetics highlighter palette. It's the lightest shade, and I just wanted to highlight my cheekbones, make it pop a little bit more in the areas where it should type of thing. So that's what I'm doing right now. In reality, you don't need to do this step. I'm just a highlighting fanatic and have a problem. You know, it's an issue. So I'm going to highlight that, then I highlight the inner corners of my eyes, then I'm going to pop on a little bit of mascara, and that's it, guys. That's the finished look. This didn't turn out exactly how I had envisioned it in my head because, you know, I'm a newbie at this, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but I think it turned out pretty cool, so I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Alright guys, that's it, and this is the finished product.
That's our job, but we're not mean in our town of Halloween.
Just kidding. So, I hope you guys learned something, and I hope that, you know, if you wanted to do skull makeup, maybe this will help a little bit. Obviously, I'm not that great. I wish I could do actual, like, a skull, like the teeth. It's really hard, so I went a little bit, like, average and just did the lines, because it's gonna take me some time to figure out the teeth. It's extremely hard. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. if you do try to recreate it, tag me in the pictures, because I do know people go out for Halloween, and I think this one's one of those that's like, you know, I don't know. I just think it's really fun. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta do it. There's a couple more coming up that are, I'm doing one on Friday because we have a Halloween dance that's way easier. I think I'm gonna do just a deer, which is so easy. And then I'm gonna do a scarecrow, and I'm gonna do this pumpkin one that I've seen. So I for sure want to do 3 more. Can you see my fingers? 3 more. But yeah, I'm hoping to get a couple more done. So, welcome to the spookiest time of year, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.